Dave Naylor now joins us from South Bend, Indiana, in front of Notre Dame Stadium, where Canadian Kurtis Rourke and the 11-1 Indiana Hoosiers will face the Fighting Irish to open the 12-team college football playoff. Dave, it could be Rourke's last college football game. Nothing like leaving your biggest for last.
Yeah, I think this certainly is the biggest game of his career. And, when you go back a little over a year ago, I remember talking to Kurtis Rourke when he made the decision to come back for one more year of college football and transfer to Indiana. He was excited about an opportunity to go play in the Big Ten, play for Curt Cignetti and a pro-style offense, and show what he could do on the biggest stage. But, Indiana was a program that was 3-9 last year. It was a program that's had just 3 winning seasons in the 2000s. What's happened here has been magic. And really, when you look at what Kurtis Rourke has been able to do, it's very reflective of what he did in 2022 when he was the Mid-American Conference MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. He's had that completion percentage right around 70%. He had 25 touchdowns and 4 interceptions that season. Here at Indiana, he's had 27 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. 9th in voting for the Heisman Trophy, the most efficient quarterback in all of college football, the 2nd highest scoring offense, and the highest scoring offense in the college football playoff. Nobody would have foreseen this. Kurtis Rourke just wants to keep it going for a few more weeks.
You spoke about how Rourke made the move to Indiana to be able to play in big games like this. His only loss this year was in a big game, a 23-point loss to Ohio State. What has to change for Indiana to win this game, and how important to Rourke's future is a win?
Well, I think one of the criticisms of Rourke and the offense has been that in 9 games they were almost unstoppable, but against Michigan, a game that they won, and against the Ohio State game that you mentioned, they struggled. So can they move up in class against one of the top defenses in college football and be efficient and productive and score? And certainly Notre Dame, the number 3 scoring defense in all of college football, the number 1 defense against the pass, the only team that held opposing quarterbacks to under 50% completion percentage. It's funny, another Canadian quarterback played here last season. That's Christian Veilleux when he was at Pitt. And I spoke to him this week and said, what do you remember about going to Notre Dame in that venue and facing that defense? He said they knew exactly how to attack us. And a lot of the stuff we saw in film on them, particularly in the secondary, was a lot different when I was throwing against them that day. So it's a big, big challenge. But certainly when Kurtis Rourke and people evaluating what his future potential is beyond this season in the NFL, winning on this stage against that defense or having a great performance certainly would make a big difference to him.
If Rourke and Indiana pull off the upset, a date with number 2 ranked Georgia would be next. Dave Naylor, thanks for this.